Alright, Chiefs Kingdom, it's time to get real. If you watched the Kansas City Chiefs last season, especially during the Super Bowl, you probably noticed something that kept popping up, and it wasn't just the confetti. The offensive line. Yeah, that unit. As much magic as Patrick Mahomes can pull out of thin air, even he can't create when he's constantly under siege. And that's the center of today's conversation heading into the 2025 NFL Draft. This offseason, the Chiefs have one top priority: protect QB1, number 15, at all costs. That's not just some buzzword, it's the mission. Because when your franchise quarterback is forced to run for his life on nearly every snap, it doesn't matter how elite he is. Now yes, the defense had its share of ups and downs, but if we're honest with ourselves, it was the offensive line that came up short when it mattered most. Pressure broke down too often. The pocket collapsed too quickly. And when that happens, even the best quarterback in the game can't carry the team on his back. Let's talk draft. You've seen the mock drafts, probably more DBs and cornerbacks than you can count, right? But let me ask you directly. Backhand index pointing right, do you really believe drafting another cornerback helps Mahomes stay upright? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to vote in the community poll. We're highlighting the best takes in our next episode. While most analysts are circling top defensive prospects, it's time we shift the conversation. This year's draft should be about building the wall in front of the franchise, not just plugging holes elsewhere. Let's shift to the defensive side of the ball for a minute, because there's a big change you've probably heard about. Justin Reid is gone. And yeah, that hurts. Reid wasn't just another safety. He was a leader, a vocal presence in the locker room, and a steadying force on the field. Replacing him isn't just about finding a safety in the draft. It's about replacing the heart and voice of the secondary. But here's why that doesn't automatically mean the Chiefs should go defense in round one. Let's talk about Steve Spagnuolo. This guy has been working with less and turning it into more for years now. Spags has a proven system. He develops young, overlooked talent and puts them in position to succeed. Whether it's rotating rookies or creating matchup advantages, his defense consistently ranks among the best, without needing superstar names at every position. That's why losing Reid doesn't force the team's hand in the draft. The coaching depth on defense gives the front office flexibility to address more pressing issues, like the offensive line. Who do you think should step up and fill Justin Reid's shoes this season? Drop your pick in the comments and vote in the secondary breakout star poll. We love Andy Reid. The guy can turn water into wine when it comes to play design. Screens, rollouts, quick throws, he's done it all to compensate for shaky protection. But even the most brilliant coaches need tools to work with. And right now, the O-line just doesn't have enough muscle to win consistent matchups. How many times last year did we watch Mahomes get the snap and immediately take off to avoid a sack? That's not sustainable. And it's not on Mahomes. It's on the front five. We're talking about extending Mahomes's prime, giving him time to work through progressions, launch deep balls, and operate at full capacity. So let's bring it back to you. Backhand index pointing right, has Andy Reid done enough to mask these issues? Or does he need more help from the front office? Sound off in the comments and vote in today's poll. Scheme or star lineman, what's the bigger need? Alright, now we get to the name that's been turning heads all draft season. Josh Simmons. Before his injury in Week 7, Simmons was being called the best offensive lineman in the class. Long arms, fast feet, and the strength to stonewall elite pass rushers, he's the full package. James Foster of the 33rd team said it best. Simmons has prototypical traits and is a smooth mover with a range to mirror pass rushers on an island. His anchor improved significantly from last season. Yes, the injury is a concern. But Kansas City isn't drafting for Week 1, they're building for the next 5 to 10 years. Simmons may need some ramp-up time, but he offers something no other lineman in this class does: elite upside. Compare that to a guy like Derek Harmon. More polished today, sure, but not the same long-term ceiling. Let's hear from you. Would you take the risk on Simmons, or play it safe with Harmon? Vote now and drop your pick in the comments. Let's zoom out. Drafting Josh Simmons isn't just about plugging a gap. It's about making a statement. With Simmons holding down the blind side, Mahomes could finally get the time he needs to carve up defenses like we all know he can. We're talking about unlocking the full playbook again. Deep shots, layered route trees, and sustained drives. You don't win Super Bowls with patchwork. You win by investing in your foundation. Mahomes is the franchise. Keeping him healthy and protected should always be priority number one. So here's our final question. Backhand index pointing right, is investing in the offensive line the key to Mahomes' third Super Bowl? Drop your take in the comments and vote in our final community poll. The window is still wide open, but only if the Chiefs do the right thing on draft night. And if Josh Simmons is still on the board, Kansas City might just find its next cornerstone. This is Kansas City Chiefs Today. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and join the Kingdom conversation below. We'll see you next time. Victory Han.